Hey Pisces, welcome to Intuition Loading. Let's get into your message. This is concerning Venus. So I would definitely check to see if you have a Venus in Pisces or a moon in Pisces. So this is love and money. I would also check out Virgo. That's your opposite. It's also where Venus is housed right now, as well as Libra and Taurus. They are ruled by Venus, so they can probably give you a little bit of insight, okay? So let's get an overall energy. Remember, it can be connected to more than just relationships, okay? One way or another here, I feel like whatever you're entertaining as far as it goes with love and relationships, it is definitely something that you can do better than. You have free yourself with release your ex and worth waiting for. So I feel like you're entertaining something just to entertain it here. This could be a cyclinal, whatever. It's cycles. It's circle here. So meaning that it's in a pattern of cycles. So it has a clear beginning, a clear middle, and a clear ending. And you could be going through the same cycle, which cyclinal, I think it's cyclinal is the way you say it, but basically it means that it's cycling in nature. So you know that you and this person are going to go through this, then it's going to be like this, then we're going to wait, then it's going to be this, and this. This could be a person, place, this could be something you love. It just has its high and lows here, and at this point you have released your you have released your ex here. So I feel like this is something that has ran its course at the end of the day. Now you have worth waited for with divine timing is at work. So this makes me feel like you are just entertaining something just to have something to do. So there could be a form of codependency here. This also is a form of feeling like you have to have someone around at all cost. So again, it's just, battling the energy of loneliness. So there's a difference between being lonely. Wait. Don't forget, energy can be on people, places, circumstances, and situations. You're multidimensional, so get your natal chart or get a personal so we can get your natal chart so you can listen with comprehension and listen with true direction, okay? Be mindful of what you're taking in from me, from other people, from the news, from your friends, and make sure that you go check out the other videos. If this isn't resonating, no problem. There's so much more content out there. Again, I'm doing my best as a perfect stranger. But let's get back to the energy and being alone. Alone is just a form of isolation. It's a form of independence. It's a status of being. Loneliness is actually a frequency and an emotion, and it can be very low vibration. Loneliness is what leads you to feel like you need other people. It makes you feel like you've been rejected or abandoned. But being alone is simply like when you go to the bathroom and you're like, can you leave me alone for a second? Loneliness is when you feel like I need to hear something, have some type of white noise, or have some type of inclination that someone out there is thinking about me. So I feel like this is just what you have this person doing. This is a placeholder. On the bottom of the deck here, you have reconciliation here. So you're doing this over and over again. With religious factors and children here on the bottom of the deck. So this person could have some different views when it comes to family, home life. You guys could have been raised different. This person could have a different perspective or views on children. One of you could have children, one of you could not. If this is not necessarily work, maybe this is something like a hobby that you're in love with or a friendship. It tells me, again, the same thing. One of you could have children, one of you could not. One of you could have a different perspective on like how you want something to be birthed or continued, and one of you could feel like it's time to kind of put a period on the end and kind of let something be here. So because you guys can't get on the same page with that, it looks like it's kind of like irreconcilable. So it's constantly having the conversation and then coming to the same conclusion that you guys cannot get on the same page, and then starting all over with reconciliation on the bottom of the deck here. So also makes me feel like this is someone that you are in a makeup to breakup cycle with. A very much love-hate relationship here with worth waiting for on the bottom of the deck. This is definitely a karmic cycle with this free yourself here. So it tells me that you're just going to keep doing it. Again, it tells me that there's something a lot deeper here around this energy where you feel like, you know, it's better than not having anything. You know what I mean? So it's definitely giving codependent, not understanding how to be, you know, in a relationship yourself. Let's do a 5-card spread here. Knock this out real quick. When it comes to the Piscean energy and Venus and how they're interacting together here. So Neptune and Venus, which also talks about painting pictures for each other. Interestingly enough, though, it's my understanding that Pisces, Neptune, is supposed to be wiping away illusions right now. However, this makes me feel like you're just going to wait until another opportune time to start to cycle back up. Like, okay, it's not working out, clearly not working out, I'll wait. But I'm not going anywhere, you know, I'd rather wait. You have King of Pentacles here coming out here. So this is definitely telling me you're committed to this cycle. I mean, honestly, y'all, you know, I don't like to cop attitudes when it comes to these type of readings. I don't like to get personal, but y'all can have Taurus in your chart for real. You could have a Taurus Sun Moon rising here because they have the same type of energy of doing something that, you know, it makes no sense. You know better, but this is what they want to do. It makes them happy, it's pleasing. So it's just one of those energies where it's like, for what? With the King of Pentacles here, you see he has this hammer in his hand here. This sense of pride here, you know what I mean? But also, if y'all remember in Alice in Wonderland, he got played in the end. You know what I mean? Remember that walrus thing? Had him go and get the pearls, and, you know, he built the shack and he participated in the whole shenanigan. Like, they were actually a restaurant, and, you know, he did all of the hard work to get them in. And then I want to say that walrus thing ate everything. And then he was sitting there upset and hungry in the end. So this is just something to think about. That's what I remember from the movie. Definitely look it up. Correct me if I'm wrong. The comments are wide open here. But if I'm not mistaken, with this King of Pentacles here, this guy got played out in the end. So Piscean energy, wherever you have this in your chart, this tells me that you're working on something that you're putting more effort in. This is definitely one-sided here. And in the end, it's a playing yourself type energy, because he definitely got played in the end. What's the intention here? The Knight of Pentacles, to drag something out, take it slow, make it take forever here. I feel like, again, definitely check out Taurus's reading, because I said that they're doing a lot to get a little. So they're doing a whole bunch of nothing, or a whole bunch of anything just to get a little something here. And the attitude is, oh, look, a breakthrough. Oh, look, that might have worked. Oh, look, they looked at me, they smiled. But it's like, okay, you broke your back. You gave them a whole paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing way more than what you're receiving here, and it's just drawing the situation out, because at the end of the day, we've already established that this is a cycle. It's cyclical in nature, so it's just going to keep going round and round. You're familiar with that. I don't know if that's what you're codependent on, or if that's why you like it, because you know what to expect, because it's just familiar. But basically, Spirit is saying that you're going to continue to go in this circle until you cycle out. You ever heard when someone says, you know, oh, I don't know what's wrong with everybody? Typically, you've changed and everyone else is still the same. So you've cycled out, and it's time for you to start a new cycle. So as long as you're, you know, being different in the same circle, you're going to look like the oddball until you join your next circle. New levels, new devils. So with this, you could be well aware and awake to the point that something is a cycle here, but you're just choosing to stay on it. It's kind of like knowing that you could go to the next grade at any time, but choosing to stay in a lower grade just because it's easier. I.e. example, I'm going to just stay in third grade because I like it here. It's fun. I like the teacher. I don't care if I'm older than everyone. They don't know. Well, then you get to the point where you're supposed to be in 7th grade, 8th grade. Now they know. We can tell the difference now, Piscean energy, that you're not supposed to be here. This is ridiculous. Like, it's time to let it go with the release your eggs here. This is, it's no longer something we can sneak. Or y'all know how sometimes people will tell their kids to say that they're a younger age so they can gain entry. So like, say you 3, because 3-year-olds get in free. Well, you ain't sitting here developed, you know, talking about I'm 3, you know, it's kind of ridiculous now. But again, reconciliation on the bottom of the deck, it tells me that you're gonna wait to do it again. Okay. While we're asking at all, Temperance here, definitely check out Taurus energy. So there's an energy of something being in the balance here. We're in a race against time. November 17th, 2024, Pluto enters Aquarius, and then from there a whole bunch of cycles start over. between November and next spring. So we got these big, huge cycles starting over. You kind of can't afford to continue to play this game at this point. If you didn't realize it, you know, if you get stuck in a cycle once it starts, even if you want to get out, you're gonna have to finish it. I think I made the reference in one of these readings that it's like reading a book. No, I was talking to an individual. I was talking to a young lady, and I told her it's like reading a shitty book. And God is like, okay, you got to read this book, and I'm gonna test you on it. Pick a book, and you pick this shitty book. I'm trying to tell you the book's shitty. Don't pick this one, okay? Because once you start it, then God's like, nope, that's the one you're going to finish. Go ahead and get to it. This is a shitty book. This is a shitty cycle. You're already in it. You know that better than I. So God is saying, hey, wrap this up, or this is where you're going to be. So if I can do anything, I want to encourage you to go ahead and cut off loose ends while you can, because what's going to happen is if you don't have this done, then you're committing to the next 10, 20 years of dealing with the same people, situations, circumstances, problems. And if they're shitty now, I can only imagine them, you know, just constantly digressing 5, 10 years from now. You know what I mean? So what's annoying turns into outright inappropriate, but you can't leave, because it's kind of like this is what you signed up for. If you continue to work with this energy, you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So God, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and the courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom, which is knowledge of the truth, to know the difference here. With the Wheel of Fortune, things are going to change one way or another. You know what I mean? You got wheels out here. So the cycle is going to cycle anyways, you know what I mean? So either you're going to accept this situation for what it is, and you're going to go ahead and be granted to move forward, or you're going to sit here and you're not going to understand what's going on, because I'm picking up intuitively of an energy that thinks that they can handle it. I got it. I got it under control. I keep feeling this energy of like a slap on the wrist, kind of, not taking it as serious as it is. But there's going to be a big decline in your life, your lifestyle, your life cycle, your energy, if you continue, like if you make it to the next cycle. Because right now, this cycle could be a little weaker because it's supposed to be ending. But by this time, it's going to pick back up again, just, you know, strong, chokehold type strong, okay? So the only two majors out here so far is the Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune. It's time for a change, okay? The outcome of this energy is the 5 of Pentacles. Damn. This is something being left out. This is poverty. I just heard avoidance here. I'm honestly feeling like you're going to be the one taking the L. Show me this, please. Yeah, because guess what? The page, so this, I want to know about this loss. Who's taking it? Well, the person watching is how we can start. You got the Page of Spears out here. This is the Page of Swords. So this is someone who, you ever heard putting red lipstick on a pig? That's exactly what's happening here. Someone feels like we're just going to dress it up on the surface level, and we're not going to look up under it. We're not going to go deeper. We don't have to do all of that, okay? We're just going to stay right here. I like it here because with the King of Cups, I love this person. I'm happy. This is just a fleeting moment. I'm going through these emotions. I'm going to hate them, then I'm going to love them, then I'm going to hate them, and I'm going to love them. But that means that I love them overall because I'm willing to continuously go through this cycle. Well, you have the Ace of Pentacles out here. So you could end up being caught off guard with something literally tangible, some type of bill because of them, because this is all the 5 of Pentacles being clarified. So they could leave you with a bill. They could leave you with some type of debt. They could need somewhere to stay. They could need a vehicle. They could leave you with a child. They could leave you with some form of sickness or illness that is physical to the touch where you can actually see it, whether this is like a hickey, anywhere up from STIs or STDs. This could be anything up to scars. So I don't know if they're going to hit you in the head. True story, moving forward. But I'm just saying it's going to be something tangible here that people can witness and see that comes from a lover here. But it's because the Queen of Wands is here in reverse. So this is someone who has a toxic confidence here. There's someone confident in all the wrong things. You know, this is someone who feels like it won't happen to me. They won't do that to me. I'm smarter. I'm faster. This is ego right here with the Queen of Wands being in reverse. This is someone who just feels like they're too good. They're too attractive. They're too smart. They're too fast. Even after the warning signs are here. You got the Wheel of Fortune with Judgment here. Because now I feel like I need to clarify a little bit more with this Piscean energy. Because it's very much given towards here. So what's changing is the Judgment here. So you might have had some wiggle room before, but as things are changing, the final call is about to be made with the Chariot here on the emotions. So this is 1, 2, 3 major arcana clarifying. So this is huge. This is someone calling judgment on some type of emotional victory out here. But you see, it's a whole lot of raining here, tears. Remember, this scene came from her crying. So one teardrop, and then she shrunk and she was drowning. So since you like being in the fillers and you like playing these toxic emotional games, it's like the energy is moving to where you'll have them permanently. You can sit in them and you won't be able to escape them. This reminds me of, I was driving Uber at one point in my life and I was happy. I was making quote unquote good money for me. And I had the opportunity to stop driving Uber and work on my career, or keep driving Uber and be comfortable. I chose to be comfortable. My car got stolen and I ended up driving so much Uber in the next 9 months that I was begging to get out of Uber. I was crying to get out of Uber. I hated Uber, okay? That's what this looks like. It's changing to where, since you think you can have one foot in, one foot out, you think, oh, I'm going to deal with them when I want to. I'm going to, you know, keep going back and forth. Spirit is going to come in and call judgment and say, no, deal with it. But this doesn't look like something that's fun. And remember, everything is changing. So you'll be dealing with a version of this person, place, situation, or circumstance. But it may not be what you're used to, because everybody's changing. They're changing too. So if you're dealing with a chaotic work environment, but you love the industry, it may be time for you to find another work environment. You can stay in the industry, just find another hospital, find another salon, find another daycare center, find another school. But if you continue to stay in this one, you may be stuck at this particular position, and then the damn hospital might start going to hell, you know. Like, the demographic may change. They may take a program or add a program that makes it stressful to be there. If this is a relationship, this person could turn around and get some type of addiction or some type of health ailment that you have to assist them with, and now you're stuck with them. You're stuck with a lesser version of them. You're stuck with a more toxic version of them, a sick version of them. But they were already headed that direction. This is what Spirit is wanting you to know. What's balancing out is the Three of Wands. It's time to go. It's about that time, you know what I mean? You're going to have to choose if you're in or if you're out at this time here. What this Knight of Pentacles is the Three of Cups. You could be in an open third party where you know about the other person knows about you. You could have been in this position for a long time. This could be something that is, I'm feeling like if you're in a third party, you know you're in a third party and you're kind of okay with it. But this is making the person even more comfortable that you know of a situation. They may just start getting more and more bold is what I'm picking up here, to where it's kind of just leading to something that's very like polygamous, you know, very much poly. For sure. And then you got this King of, and didn't I say that he got played in the end? This King of Pentacles, it's being clarified by the Two of Pentacles out here. So there's definitely an in and out energy here. And remember, he really thought that he was doing something until the end. He ended up hungry. He did all of that just for somebody to run off with them. This is someone who's been in and out, but they've been that way the whole time. That's why Spirit is saying release your ex, free yourself. But you're saying, they'll get better. They'll change. I'll get used to it. It'll fade away. It won't. As a matter of fact, it's about to get worse if you don't get out of there. Ace of Cups here with the Six of Swords. You need to move into a self-love, self-healing, independent type energy here. And then you have the what? There's anxiety on the bottom of the deck here. The anxiety is stemming from this person, but for some reason you're codependent on it. Me and my friend often talk about addictive behavior. That's what this is giving me. So I understand that with certain drugs, you can't just withdraw. the actual withdrawals itself could make you sick. You may need some type of assistance to do so. That's what I'm seeing here. You may feel like you constantly relapse into a situation, a relationship, or some type of pattern here. You may need some form of accountability, because if you don't like really put some effort into it soon, this is going to turn into a situation where you just like them, whoever this is. So if you're dealing with an addict, you may become an addict. If you're dealing with someone who is toxic and low vibration, they're always upset, this may become your new behavior, personality. And people like, when did you become so angry, so bitter? If you're dealing with someone who doesn't take the best care of their body and they end up picking up diabetes or obesity, you could too find yourself gaining some weight, or picking up some interesting, you know, hold on, y'all. I think we having a domestic violence situation downstairs. That's crazy. That middle of this reading, that happened. That's crazy. And I hear it. So that was definitely downstairs. That was a domestic violence situation. I opened the door to see if it was something going on in the parking lot. I do stay downtown in Atlanta, and I was like, is it a club night? But then I didn't hear anything. But I could hear them clear as day sitting in my dining room. So that is definitely them beneath me. And then I just heard the door slam. So you guys, Pisces energies, I don't know what y'all dealing with here, but it's definitely something that is karmic and chaotic. You have released your ex here with free yourself. Definitely here with worth waiting for. It's why, you know, it's definitely giving me, we got hood love, because that's how we do. You know that hood love is good love. Just me and you. Yeah, nah. Definitely gonna be end up one of those people that have a testimony and a story to tell about. This is giving Whitney and Bobby, and then look at all this that came out. Your advice here is to wait. Don't rush into it here. So I just felt like the hair on my arm just stand up. I'm like, yo, because I'm talking to y'all about some bullshit, and then I'm like, what is that? Wait, don't rush into it. Allow things to take its course here. They're leaving. Let them go. This worth waiting for over here tells me that you are steady trying to stay in the situation. Wait for them to come back. No. Wait for their ass to leave so you can leave. You got soulmate. You got sexual union. You got new beginning. Balance, which came out here. And then you may not always undergo, you may not always understand why things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. Again, it's telling the same story here. You're giving this energy of going back and forth, back and forth. There's something new that's coming for you here. You have confused a soulmate with a sexual union here. That's exactly what I'm picking up here. So this is a soul tie that you may want to go ahead and break here. A soulmate cannot come in because of a sexual union. There's a new beginning down here that is waiting. A new adventure awaits you. However, we're waiting on something else to balance out over here. This definitely gives me the energy of Scorpio. I was picking up Scorpionic energy because in Scorpio's reading, I literally said, once you find out certain information, it's like, okay, I'm good. Because you could tell that someone has something else going on, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Once you find out more of the details, you're done. This is like knowing that, you know, someone is entertaining something, but when you find out what it is, it's like no. Also, Scorpio energy had the message that someone was a little bit more involved. It was one-sided, just like this. Scorpio energy felt like they were in some type of committed relationship, only to find out that the other person was still openly flirting, having conversations, you know, still kind of being single in a relationship is what I described it as. And Scorpio needed to call something out. And this situation here, it looks like something's already been called out. You're on the outs right now. And instead of taking the time to run and get a higher ground, it looks like this Piscean energy is waiting for it to start back up, you know. But it's like, look, Give me one more card, please. Just one for the advice. My beloved tried to come out here. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I just work here. And then you have passion here. I mean, I can't get away from this is a soul tie, sexual energy, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Somebody likes drama. Likes it. It's fun. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be fun in a minute. Right now, you know, when we first start doing something, we have excuses for being young, for being the first time. You know, it's that naivete, right? But after a while, it becomes old and people start to feel like, you know, that's what you get. You know what I mean? And at some point, you have to understand when something has ran its course. It's actually ran its course now, and you have the opportunity to exit the game or to do another cycle. And I can't believe it, but it looked like Pisces want to do another cycle. Right now, there's someone out there that's hurting. They can't move. They can't get up. They're scrolling YouTube right now. Please make this content be something that you like, share, and subscribe to so that this piece of healing can get out to the algorithm, to the people out there who really need to hear it. I love you all. I appreciate you. Links to personals are below, as well as my email, so that we can get in touch and just grow and truly be a community of healers in the world. This is the way that you can do your part, okay? Share it along the way. The comments are wide open. I'm not invincible. I want to know what you think, how you feel, and what you can contribute. I'm not the only healer out here in the world, but I'm definitely wanted to set up a platform so that we can communicate and, again, pull in as many people and thrust out into the algorithm all this love and light. Until we meet again, keep growing.